If I read a little bit too.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Hello and welcome to Truth or Politics. I'm your host, Darlene Price. Tonight is the 2022 candidate debate for Constable District 2, right? District 2. District 2. And we have one candidate. We hope that the other candidate that was going to show up, hopefully he's okay and nothing bad happened and maybe we'll catch him later or something. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and interview this candidate. But first, I have an announcement to make. This Saturday night at the American Legion, our band, the band's name is Austin's Basement. We have a pretty good crowd that shows up. We're pretty good at fundraising. Anyways, the American Legion has graciously agreed to give all the proceeds from Saturday night to the McCreary County School District's shoe drive. Apparently, we have a lot of kids in the county that just don't have, good shoes or shoes to wear to school. So all these proceeds are going to go to McCreary County School District for little kids. So if you come, please come. It's for a good cause, and you can hear some good music. We play what I call real music. We play Bob Seger, CCR, Eagles, that kind of stuff. So if that's the kind of music you like, come on out. And for a good cause, and the American Legion, we want to thank the American Legion for doing that, because that's pretty gracious of them to hand over thousands of dollars for this project. So again, it's at the American Legion this Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And we'll just get started. I'm just going to ask the questions. We're not going to time you or anything. First, just give us tell us about yourself, and opening remarks about who you are and all that good stuff.
My name is Chris Carter, and I'm running for the office of Constable in District 2. I have federal and civilian law enforcement experience. Went to high school here in McCreary County. I work hard. I'm diligent. I'm honest. I'm trustworthy. So I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Okay. So no need to time. But for those of you who watched last week's debate, nobody used a minute at all on any of the questions. Okay, first question. Please describe the jurisdiction and venue of the office of Constable in the state of Kentucky.
Well, the office of Constable has pretty much the same duties as the sheriff. You can serve civil summons, penal summons, criminal summons. You have full arrest authority, patrol, pretty much the same duties as the sheriff.
Okay. What type of training is required, if any, to meet the requirements of the office, for example, academic, physical, etc.? And do you believe constables should have recurrent training, and what would that be?
As of now, the constable's office requires no training. You only have to be 24 years of age. I do believe that we do need training. There's a lot of areas that constables are weak in that need recurring training every year. I'll discuss that further at the end of the interview.
What do you believe is the biggest law enforcement related problem in McCreary County, and what is your plan to address this issue?
Currently, drugs are the biggest problem we have. The drug epidemic is killing our society. We need to start educating the younger generation so that they're more aware of the effects of drugs and alcohol. Hopefully that we can get a grip on it. I'll do my best to fight the drug epidemic here in McCreary County.
We clearly have a theft problem in our county. What would your role as constable be in addressing the theft issue?
As your constable, I would be very vigilant on patrol, help educate the homeowners as far as camera systems, better lighting, not to leave valuables unattended overnight, investigate all calls and crimes due to theft, and prosecute with a grand jury whenever possible.
This is the one that really chaps my hide. This is something that that makes me angry every time I talk about it. We clearly have a littering problem, especially along the roadways in this county. And And you people out there throwing out this trash that can't come up with enough bad words to call you, and the fact that you're teaching your children this stuff just really, you are trash if you're doing this. Yeah, that's what you are, and it needs to stop. Anyway, what would you do as constable to address this horrible trash problem?
Well, the first thing that needs to be done is patrol the known dump sites and see if you can catch somebody in the act. Second is respond to the calls of littering, sift through some of the debris and see if you can find a name and address and prosecute. You make a few examples and people will stop.
We also have a loose dog problem in our community, and we've had several really bad dog attacks and dog bites in the community, and dogs attacking dogs, dogs attacking people. Is there anything as a constable that you can do, or would you suggest or try to do to address this issue?
Well, the public has a great misconception about the animal control officer's duties. He is paid by the fiscal court. He has regular hours, just like a regular job. He's not paid overtime to respond to calls at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. He's only allowed to pick up stray dogs and not dogs that are known to belong to somebody. Obviously, as a constable, if I had a call and somebody was in danger, a dog was attacking another dog or a person, obviously I would respond and do my best to calm the situation. That's really about, our hands are tied, and so is his as far as responding to calls. It's a regular, almost a 9-to-5 job. His duty hours are pretty much what the courthouse hours are. So the best thing to do is just respond to the calls and diffuse the situation.
Has the fact that we do not have a jail had an effect on this office, and what would you request or do in order to change this?
Not having a jail has definitely financially affected the county. I would like to see them use the holding cells in the courthouse as a life safety cell or unit, house some prisoners for up to 72 hours, so the transport officers are only making 1 or 2 or 3 trips every 2 or 3 days instead of several a day. It would cut down on insurance incidences, wear and tear on the vehicles, gasoline. It'd be much cheaper to pay a transport officer to guard some prisoners in a holding cell than to make 10 or 15 trips to another county every day. The guidelines for having a life safety cell are pretty simple. We could probably meet them with a few adjustments. We just need to research it and enact it.
Do you think that technology could better serve the constables in doing their jobs, and what would you choose for that technology to be?
It would definitely assist in doing the job better and more efficiently. You could have a laptop in your patrol car, which is what I would have. You could install Kentucky Ops, write tickets on the spot, print them out. You could access NCIC, e-warrants, CourtNet if you had a subscription to it. It would just definitely make things much easier and more efficient.
Do you believe that all elected officials, especially anyone involved in law enforcement and incarceration, should have to take periodic random drug screenings?
I absolutely do believe that all law enforcement should have random drug screening, and any elected official as far as that goes. We need to be transparent when it comes to that. It should be mandatory.
What do you think makes a good constable? And if elected, what would you do to improve the office of constable?
Honesty, integrity, good people skills, being available to the public, be seen, do your patrol, put in the time that's necessary, what you're getting paid for. You need to be available to the public. You definitely need to patrol your district and take care of the people. You're there to protect and serve, and that's what needs to be done.
What would you do as constable to make your office become more transparent to the public?
You know, transparency is a pretty simple thing. You know, be available to the public, answer your questions, have a body cam, dashboard cam, video footage available to the public. They can request them through the right channels. It's pretty simple. Transparency is easy if you follow the rules.
Okay, we're going to give you a time for a closing argument.
Arguments?
Closing statement, I guess.
Okay. Like I said before, I have federal and civilian law enforcement experience. I'm bilingual in English and Spanish. I have law enforcement training in several different areas, to include accident investigation, apprehension, proper handling of evidence, use of force, interrogation of suspects, situation de-escalation training, drug interdiction, search and seizure, and just good people skills. I'm definitely qualified for the position, and I would definitely appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Okay, folks, that was first say your name too. Chris Carter.
Chris Carter.
Say that again, so make sure.
Chris Carter.
I'm sorry, when I introduced him, I forgot to say his name, Chris Carter. And he's running for District 2, make sure I get it right, District 2 Constable. Folks, we are going to have these pretty much every Thursday night here at the Senior Citizen Center. This time, unlike all the past debates we've done over the past 11 years, we are not allowing crowds in here. The candidates are allowed to come and bring one other person. And that's just to keep COVID down, because COVID, yes, is still around. So, but we appreciate Mr. Carter showing up. Folks, it takes a lot of courage to show up to these debates, and not everybody does. So, he deserves a big round of applause for this.
Thank you.
And folks, remember, this Saturday night at the American Legion, a fundraiser, and if you're a candidate, we challenge you to come on out, make that donation, and if you're a candidate running for office, we will recognize you. Make sure I see you, because, we played 2 weeks ago, and we had 100 people or 150 people there, so we draw a pretty big crowd, so please make sure I see you, and I'll be happy to recognize you as a candidate running for office. And we will see you next time on Truth or Politics. Thanks.